Welcome back, Speed Demons, to the Endurance Tour here in Forza Motorsport. I decided to spice things up just a little more because I felt like that last race was still a little too easy. So I decided to up the opponent difficulty to 5 out of 8, just so we know. I'm now slightly above average, which is what I tell myself every day. Yeah, all right, anyways, we're going to get into this. We're still going to be using the Porsche, but this race is taking place at WeatherTech. Oh my fucking god. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. I haven't actually raced on this track in quite a while. It has been a hot minute since I've been on this track, so I'm actually quite excited to get back in this. So we're gonna do the same thing as last time. I'm gonna do a couple laps around the track, get a feel for all my braking points, how the car will handle in terms of tires and shit like that. And then
Raceway Laguna
when we
Seca
come back, it's race time, baby.
Any time spent
So
off the racing line means
see you guys
losing
at the starting
precious
line.
seconds to your competition.
Oh. All right, so after a few practice laps, I think I've kind of like figured out most of my braking and shifting zones. However, I was a little behind on the par practice time for difficulty 5, which is 1 minute 27 seconds. I think my fastest lap was about 1 minute 29 seconds, so I'm about 2 seconds off the fast time. We'll see how that carries over into the race. If you guys are going to enjoy this content, yeah, I mean, you don't know if you're going to enjoy this content, let's be real. But if you enjoy content like this, and so far you enjoy my spunky personality and semi-amateur driving skills, and if you've seen any of my other racing videos, go ahead and give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. I do want to create more endurance racing content, both here on Forza and in Le Mans Ultimate, as well as when Project Motor Racing comes out, because fucking I'm so excited for that game. Holy shit. Anyways, so that being said, let's hit the track. Let's see how well I do. Fingers crossed for you, boy. And hold on, I also have to set up my strategy. I think I'm gonna start hard tires. We'll start out with, I mean, I guess in theory I could just run full fuel, but every second is gonna count when I'm in the pit, especially if I'm like barely lapping the leader. So I guess I'll just start with full fuel, and then we'll only really worry about the tires when we get there. Ugh. Nope, wrong. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. My projected finish. Okay. Well, truthfully. Stephanie, pick a number between 3 and 24.
14.
All right, starting halfway down the pack. We'll see how this goes. And for those who don't know, that is my girlfriend, Stephanie.
It's me.
I'm not just speaking into the ether, I promise. Okay, fastest lap, 1 minute 28.75 on the leader. My best time was 1 minute 29.532. So there's potential for us to, as the kids say, fuck, but we will find out. So let's get into it. And of course, as always, if you guys have any tips and or tricks for this game, especially when it comes to somebody who's still very, very new to manual shifting on the gears, if you guys have any tips and tricks at all, please let your boy know. Oh, that was a terrible shift. Actually, hold on. There's one more thing. Sorry. There's a radar that I want on. Where is that radar? Gameplay and HUD. Map, car progression, units, drift HUD. Quick action, track mastery, track limits itself, proximity radar, on center top, play audio cues when cars enter or leave your sides. Oh, that's nice. Proximity arrows, on, gamer tag, rivals goes. Okay, that's all I wanted. because I need to know when I'm in the car because I can't fucking see people beside me. Working our way through. I'm also trying to, as usual, maintain clean racing lines. I had to get around those pass. I had to get around that though. I know it's technically considered an illegal pass, but I had to fucking pass crash traffic. If you guys know of a better way around that for the next time, let me know as well. And I know this is just AI as well. The AI is not always the best in Forza Motorsport. There have been a lot of complaints about the AI, and I still have some gripes. But also, it's AI. What do you fucking want from it? It's such a different experience in the multiplayer realm. No need to downshift there. I think there's only like 2 or 3 corners on this track total that I need to be in gear 2 for, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is one of them. Terrible shift. That was a solid pass. I actually give myself a pretty good props for that pass. You guys also let me know down below in the comments if that was a decent pass or if that was a bad pass. Oh, too wide, too wide. Tap. So some time to go. Should be alright. Into fifth now. Fucking shifted, you whore. Oh god. Oh. That was my bad. I missed my braking line on that. All right. 4th place. Can we work our way into the top 3? We'll find out. There we go. I will say one thing that I do kind of like right now about this game compared to Le Mans Ultimate, and this is the only thing that I like more about Forza right now. Not to say that it's not a good game, because I've had so much fun and with this game over the last few years that it's been out, but my braking is a lot more forgiving in Forza, because I'm using the Logitech G920, and if you have any experience with the Logitech G920, you know that the fucking brakes on this thing are stiff as shit because of the fucking piece of rubber that they stuck in the brakes. And so I have to brake really fucking hard in Le Mans Ultimate, even with like turning up the sensitivity to get the proper braking timing with the cars. Whereas here in Forza, it's pretty accurate. I don't have to push down as hard to get my braking. Oh, so they do pit. I didn't know that the cars in multiplayer would actually hit the pits. Because last time I didn't even see them pit, and I was like, when are you guys gonna fucking go in? But yeah, these hard tires are working out pretty nicely so far. Part of me wonders if I'll actually even have to pit before the end of the race. reason for me to shift down like that. I did it anyways. Another thing I'm trying to remember to tell myself too is that I need to be in the gear that I want to be in for the corner before I actually hit the corner. Because you're not supposed to shift, or it's not a good idea to shift while you're turning. Why did I downshift? I don't know. I think I'm going to pit this lap and I'm just going to switch out for soft tires. Okay, let's give ourselves some new tires. Hopefully we don't lose too many positions. We only need these tires to last us about 4 laps, so we should be fine. I'm gonna have to fight for first place back. Oh, I'm gonna finish terribly now. I thought I had enough distance on everybody, but I guess not. I didn't give myself enough time to get that distance back. Lesson learned. That was my bad.
Time penalty is 2.2 seconds.
Bullshit.
3 remaining.
Popeye, what are you doing? Okay. Terrible shit. Why am I shit things so fuck? Oh my god! Sorry, I have to rewind that. Fucking.
One more. Finish strong.
damn. I still finished terribly. Okay, so lesson learned, pit when the AI pits. Because otherwise, that's gonna happen. I had a lead, but I got cocky. And I didn't give myself enough time to catch back up if I needed to. So that's on me. Also, I need to watch my driving just a little more, which is my bad. But this is all a learning process for your boy, you know? I don't do this. I haven't done this for years. This is where I'm just starting off, you know? 31 years old, finally teaching himself how to drive fucking manual transmission in sim racing. But also, to be fair, I never had as much of a passion for it as I do now. So, please be kind, please be forgiving in the comments. I'm still learning. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you want to see more content like this and you have suggestions on how I can do it, let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any tips and tricks. I also want to know those in the comments below. And of course, if you want to come hang out with me while I play games like this live, head over to twitch.tv/KillTheHorizon. And I also have 2 YouTube channels. Well, 3 YouTube channels. You're just on one of the 3. But I have a horror channel and a variety channel all down below in the description, as well as all my socials. So other than that, please be good to each other. And I'll see you guys next time for oh my fucking God. Words. Watkins Glen International Raceway for the 3rd and final leg of the endurance tour in Forza Motorsport.